I've got a few other palettes here, just 2 other palettes which I wanted to mention, which if you aren't a confident makeup user and you're visually impaired and you want to get into makeup or eyeshadow, I wanted to give these a mention because these are great for first time makeup users. I have to apologise in advance for how disgusting this palette is, but I've had this palette for 3 years. The Naked 2 palette. I'll let you see inside it, but like I said, it'll look disgusting because as you can see, it's been well loved and it stinks. Now, I didn't buy this palette with it stinking. I don't know what happened to it. I went to Florida, as you well know, because I have vlogs on my channel. And ever since I took this palette to Florida with me, and ever since I took this palette to Florida, it has a really strong, like, I can smell it from here. I don't even need to put my nose up to it. Oh my goodness, it has a really strong powdery makeup chemically smell, and I don't know why. I don't know why. But as you can see in the back, I've got all these wee stickers. Yeah, that's how I use a piece of technology, you know, which if you're interested in me talking about technology I use, then I will talk about it, but it's so I know what eyeshadow's what, you know, because you're probably all wondering, how do you know which eyeshadow is the black one and which one's the pink one? That's how. So, you've all probably heard of the Naked palettes. There's Naked 1, the Naked 2 and the Naked 3. The Naked 2 is my favourite out of all of them. Not a huge fan of the colours in the Naked 1, but the Naked 3 looks really good as well. I might purchase that sometime in the future after this one's dead, even though it already looks pretty battered. These colours, as you can probably see, they're all very neutral colours. There's a lot of like brownies, creamies, highlights, mauves. There's a nice mixture of shimmers and mattes, but there's basically, it ranges from highlight colours all the way up to that very end colour here, which is a matte black. I think in the Naked 3, the matte black isn't matte, it's got glitter in it, but I wanted a classic matte black. I don't want glitter in my black, thanks. I like my black like my soul, just black. Anyway, these eyeshadows are great. You can apply whatever eyeshadows wherever you want. So usually what I would do is depending what mood I'm in, sometimes I take Foxy, which is the very first colour on the right hand side, and I just apply it all over my lid. It's kind of like a base colour. Then I'll take Half Baked, which is the second colour from the right, which is I kind of call it a goldeny brown. I just apply that. It's got a nice, to me it's kind of got a nice foil finish, but it's not a foil shadow. It just looks that way. I apply that in my crease. And then I might take a colour like YDK, which is a shimmery kind of golden bronzy colour all over my lid. And what I love about this palette is, like I said, all the colours are really similar. So you don't need to blend too much because they all kind of mould into one another. And the only colour you probably need to watch is the black. Like, I didn't use the black very often because, you know, black is black. Black's a hard colour to apply. But all the rest of them, even the shimmer shades, hardly had any fallout. And the fallout they did have, it was a case of somebody could just come up and blow your eye and it would all go away, or you could just dust your under eye with a brush. Shimmer shades hardly had any fallout, and in the shades that don't have shimmer in don't have fallout at all. And because they're all so neutral, they all blend into one another, so you hardly need to blend these shades. And like I said, you could swipe your brush in these colours like 10 times and it still wouldn't cake your eyes. So that's why I think these palettes are great for first time users or first time visually impaired users, because you can't really go too wrong. The first 6 colours from right to left are the ones that you can be guaranteed you can slap in your eye and not blend them or walk out the door and they will look flawless. But the last 6 colours are, when I say a little bit more tricky, I'm not saying they're tricky, I'm just saying you couldn't quite just slap them in your eye and walk out the door. They probably would need a little bit of blending and maybe just a little bit of brushing under your eye to get rid of the fallout. But again, all in all, this palette is really low maintenance. But if you are like me and you don't want to get a boring neutral colour palette, then this palette. This palette is actually American. I had to order this online and get it from America. It's by a company called BH Cosmetics. You can't buy BH Cosmetics makeup in the UK. You definitely can't find this in store, but this is, you ready? Look at the beautiful colours. So I had been wanting this palette for the longest time, and you can probably see why, and if you're visually impaired and you can't. This palette is filled with pastel colours, but not just pastel colours like, remember I was talking earlier about how you can have eyeshadows that look shimmery and sparkly without actually having sparkles in them. Well, this is what these shadows are. I think these are proper foil shadows, so they look satiny and metallic-y, but there's not glitter in them. And I freaking love that, because then you know you don't have fallout, but you can still have like unicorn mermaid eyes. So some of the colours in here I use the most are Milky Way and Cosmic. Milky Way is a creamy, true baby pink. I am a sucker for a baby pink eyeshadow. Like, baby pink goes with everything. It doesn't matter what you're wearing, you can always find baby pink to go somewhere on your eyes. And the other colour, Cosmic, is a lilac-y pastel colour. Some of the other colours in this palette, I think Neptune. I've never used Neptune ever, because I've just never found an eye look where I can make it work, or an outfit I'm wearing where I can make it work. Neptune is a very, very dark teal green. It's kind of like a moss teal green, very dark. If you remember my old videos, what my bedroom wall colour used to be like, yeah, that's the colour of Neptune. Which is sad, because it's a gorgeous colour. I just haven't, I don't know where it would fit in. Another colour which I use quite frequently in this palette is Mercury. Mercury's, it's quite an interesting colour. It's not one colour. It's like a kind of speckled colour. It's like, it's kind of flecks of kind of rusty pink in it, flecks of rusty orange, silver, bronzy, and all those colours mixed together kind of make a kind of silvery, really light bronze colour. So it's just a really pretty colour for like all over the lid. I think having Mercury all over the lid and then a matte black in your outer corner and then mixing them together would just be the most gorgeous, bold eyeshadow look ever. Another colour in here I'm quite fond of is Earth, which is obviously it's a combination of a green and a blue, so it's a kind of greeny blue colour. There's another colour in here which is gorgeous, but I don't use it too frequently because again I can never find a way to make it work in my eyeshadow look, which is, I think it's called Electric, and it is like an electric baby blue. Mars, which is, it's an orangey red, but it's more red than it is orange, because then there's another colour, Jupiter, which is again an orangey red, but it's more orange than it is red. But yeah, this colour is definitely not neutral, it's very much bright colours. I'd say the only neutral colours in here are Mercury, because that's kind of like that's a kind of silvery bronzy colour, and then Moon, which is a true silvery grey colour. Other than those two colours, the rest of them are all like pink and blue and green and orange and red and purple and very colourful. So if you're somebody who loves colourful eyeshadows, but you know, you're quite scared because colourful eyeshadows can be very hard to blend, and they're very easy to mess up with. Because of the type of eyeshadows these are, because they're foil eyeshadows, they're very, very easy to blend. They look quite pow in the pan, but when you actually apply them to their eyelid, they're very, very subtle. Tip with these is, if you want them to look as shimmery as they do in the pan, then maybe spraying like Fix Plus spray, or just setting spray. I don't have MAC Fix Plus spray, I have like ELF setting spray, or just adding a little bit of water to your brush. That helps to bring out the shimmery and the satin qualities to the eyeshadow. But they are, all in all, quite subtle. They're not as pow as they look in the pan. When you apply them to their eyelids, they do sheed out quite a bit. So again, with these eyeshadows, you can apply, I usually apply like 2 or 3 coats. And even then, when I say to people, does my eyeshadow look okay, they always say, oh, it's very subtle. And I'm like, I applied 3 coats of like a bright pink eyeshadow. How is that subtle? So again, if you're somebody like me, you're visually impaired, but you love like in your face, unicorn colours, but you're really scared because they can be really hard to work with, this Galaxy Chic palette is definitely one to go for. But I hope you guys enjoyed this different makeup video. I don't do too many makeup videos on my YouTube channel because for some reason a lot of my viewers are male, and I don't know why, because I talk about makeup and whatnot. But hey, if you're a guy and you wear makeup, there's nothing wrong with that. But I like makeup, as you probably well know, and I just feel as if I don't talk about it enough in my channel because I'm scared to, because makeup on YouTube is I think it's such a scary community, because if you apply your eyeliner wrong or you say the wrong thing about an eyeshadow, people will jump down your throat and be like, that's not how you apply eyeshadow, and I just want everyone to know that there's, like I said at the start, there shouldn't be rules on how you wear makeup. You wear makeup how you want to wear makeup and how you feel comfortable with wearing it. So if you want to wear black lipstick, you wear black lipstick. If you don't want to wear any makeup at all, then you don't wear any makeup at all. I just don't think makeup should be so strict. Like, loosen up a bit. Makeup's something you have fun with. It's an art, is it not? And how do you learn? When you're drawing or you're painting, you make mistakes, you try different things, and you'll never try different things if you just do the same stuff all the time. So without that little rant out of the way, before I end this video, because I realise I have been sitting here and talking for an awful long time, I really apologise. I got a mystery package a couple of days ago in the post. I didn't open it for a while because I had no idea what it was. I thought I ordered something for a friend and I thought that's what it was, and then my parents told me it wasn't, and I opened it up and it was this little guy, this little penguin, and I don't know if she's watching, but an online friend from America sent me her as a Christmas gift, and she was late. Well, it was late coming, and I had no idea that I was receiving this at all. So if you're watching this, you know who you are. I just want to personally say thank you so much. I've named him Dusty. She'll know what it means. And he's very squeegee, and he's kind of like, I don't know if he's quite fat and squeegee. He's kind of like a pillow. I don't know if he's like a stress ball or something, I don't know. But I really like him, and if you guys know, you've been following me over Christmas, then you'll know I've got a whole penguin theme going on in my room. So that was like really thoughtful of considerate of her as well. So thank you so much. He is the cutest ever, and even though Christmas is over and the time for penguins is probably over, it doesn't matter. I'll still keep him on my bed and I'll still cherish him, because let's face it, penguins don't just come at Christmas and then disappear. They're there all year round, just like polar bears and reindeer. So he's just been sitting in the corner of this video. So thank you so much, and thank you as well to my other online friend who got me another surprise late Christmas gift that I had no idea about. She doesn't watch my YouTube videos. but just in case she happens to see this one and watch it, thank you so much. She got me 2 gel nail polishes, and I've never had gel nail polishes before, so I'm really excited. I'll need to get a base coat and a top coat for them because I've never worked with them, so I'm really excited to try them. Anyway, this video is super long, so I'm going to end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was insightful and it inspired you to wear makeup if you don't. Hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will talk to you in another video. Bye guys!